everyone. Thanks for joining me today where I'm going to show you the Paper Pumpkin Kit for October 2023. It's called Home for the Holidays. So here's the box, and I haven't even opened it yet, but ooh, I see glitter glue. Now that's totally fun. So let me turn the camera around. I'll show you what's in here, and then we'll make something. Well, all morning I've been playing around with this paper pumpkin set called Home for the Holidays. It's October 2023. It is so much fun. There's so much you can do with it. And of course you can make the cards exactly as they are, and they're really pretty. But I want to show you some alternate. This card basically uses Night Divine dies, which are, I see right here, this is the back of the catalog. So they're on, I don't know what page they're on. This is on page 70. It's kind of an index, but these are really beautiful. And I've just cut out, you don't even need to stamp for this one. I've cut out the nativity scene in Night of Navy paper, and then I added this little sheep on there in white and did a little donkey, and this is from the kit. And then the stars are from, oh, let me see, they're Stars at Night bundle. So there's a lot of stuff that I already had from the Christmas catalog, and I thought that was a cute idea. This next card was fun because I just took the Truckin' Along stamp set and the punch and put one of the trees from the kit in the back. I've added sparkle to the tree and all the houses. That is so much fun. It's this little glitter glue stuff. Really fun. So that's the, basically it's the card just as is, but I've added a truck and popped it up a little bit. See, it has dimensionals around the back. And so that, I think you guys would have fun doing this if you have the truck. The ones I'm going to show you now are, I thought this one was really pretty, and I just used, it's pretty simple. I used, gosh, I can't remember what it's called. One Horse Open Sleigh. It's in the online exclusives, and there's lots of different backgrounds that you can do. So I'll show you how to do this card. And the last one is my favorite. This I saw on Facebook, really, from Laura Seki. And look at this fold. It is so neat. You pull that up. This is the envelope flap. And then, so it makes that type of card. And I thought it was such a neat design that I have figured out the measurements for you. Let's start with a piece of thick basic white paper. It's cut 8.5 by 5.5 and scored down the middle at 4 1/4. Just fold it in half. And I want to put, see how this one I've used this for the background. I want to try something different, and you can see what it looks like. So these 4 houses are from the kit, and I'm going to line them up on there. So that's really pretty. I might do that. This one would also look really neat. And that's pretty too. Gosh, those are neat. These are from One Horse Open Sleigh, which is an online exclusive. Let me see if I have the number handy. Oh, I do right here. So it's number 162118 if you're ordering that paper. I'm going to take this and cut it so it fits on a card front. So it's going to measure 5.5 by 4 1/4. I'm just sticking it on the front, matching it up with the bottom and sides. Isn't that cute? So it's raised just a little bit. I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas on, oops, not that, on one of these. And I like to use that foam pad under it think it's called a piercing mat. I'm going to use Real Red. You have a Real Red Stampin' Spot in your kit. Okay, and then okay, before I pop it up, let me close some of this stuff. So on this, you know how you have this sheet with all these pretty silver sparkly things to put under? They're actually made to, you know, to put underneath like this. But I have lots of leftovers, and I don't think you need to throw these away. You can just take snips or your trimmer and I'm gonna, let me see how long this is. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here and just add it to the bottom like this. You have to let it dry for a couple of minutes so that it sticks to it. Not too much glue, like barely. There, you can't see it, but see how I barely put any on there. And to stick Merry Christmas. And let it dry. You could put one on the top too, of course. Let me trim off the edges. There you go. And I'm going to pop it up. One of the dimensionals, at least, I want to put on the bottom, and it'll help hold these two pieces together, the glitter and the white. And then the other two will just go wherever. Try to center it. And isn't that pretty? I think I'll put a tree over here also. And I'm going to pop it up with 2 dimensionals. Put a tree on there. Isn't that cute? So the last part is the most fun. I'm going to use the glitter glue that comes with it and do all the tops of the roofs. I'm just going to add a little bit to the tree too, where the lights go back and forth. See if you can see that. Now stick it someplace for 20 minutes or so to dry, and like under a fan. Isn't that neat? I love it. Now I'm excited to show you how this fun fold works. It's really clever, and love the way it shows off this paper pumpkin set. So you just open up the top. Here's layer number 2. This is from the envelope flap, and then that's the inside. So to do this, I'm going to start with a piece of thick basic white cardstock. I like the thicker, it's a much nicer card if it's thick like this for the base. So this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored down the middle at 4 1/4. So what I want to do with this is I want to make a cut. Let me think how to do this. So I'm cutting out a section here so that there's just this flap and that flap. So I'm going to go to the score line and make sure the score line is lined up exactly. Do you see that? How the score line is lined up with where it's going to cut on the bottom of the top. So that looks good. And I'm going down with this is my cutter. I'm going down to 1 1/4, and then I'll put it down. So right here, it's at the 1 1/4 where my cutter is going to start. I'm going to cut all the way to 4 1/4, which is right here. So here it goes, and then I'm just watching it as it gets to there. That looks like that's just right. You lift it up, and see I've got a cut down the center like this. So then I'm gonna, I want to cut off 2 ends here. I'm putting it again at 1 1/4 on this side, and it should line up exactly with this mark where the cut ends. And put your blade on the score line again, and you're going to cut down. Okay, so that worked. And then I'm on this side, I'm going to go to the 1 1/4 mark again. I like to start up here so I can just not worry about stopping. So I'm going to put the blade again on the score line. It's at 1 1/4, and you're going to cut. So it should sort of make this come off. Yeah. So that's what you end up with. While I've got the cutter here for you, I'm going to show you. It's kind of sad to do this, but I'll do something with the envelope. I'm just going to cut off the flap here. So just again, line it right up with the score, line it right up with the cutting line. Oops. And there I've cut my flap off. Save this to do something cool with. I don't know what. Okay, so I'm just folding it to make my card. And next thing I'm doing is I'm going to cut 2 pieces of white, let me see, 1 inch by 4 inches, and the same with real red, 2 inches, 2 pieces that are cut 1 inch by 4 inch. I've got my pieces all cut here, and I'm going to run them through this pretty basic 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to glue the 2 white pieces to the front. So the front part is done. I'm going to glue the red on the inside. Let me think. Okay, so this part, ready to add dimensionals and pop it up right there. Oops. Oops. I'm stamping Merry Christmas using Misty Moonlight. I think that's the back side. Here we go. Okay, now I'm ready for the inside card. So it's cut 8.5 by 3, scored right down the middle at 4 1/4. And I wanted to put this thing across the top. So here's some glue. I'm going to push it down so it's flush across the top there. That's pretty much the center. Let me stamp the bottom of it. You could use red. I'm just going to use Misty Moonlight with the stamp from our set, from the kit. Okay, and then I just want to trim the edges here. You could use your scissors. I'm probably going to just use the trimmer because I think I can get it a little bit better. Okay, I'm gluing it to the inside of the card, right here. I think it's a little bit, I want a little bit more of this trimmed off. There. So I want it really right up to the top and right to the bottom. So let me close it and make sure it seems pretty even. It's getting cute. I'm going to add a little Christmas tree inside because I have a few of these. I'll glue it down so it's not real bulky. It's always fun to pop everything up, but I want to be able to mail it. Okay, that's super cute. And now I get to add my glittery stuff. I love this. So this is the glitter glue that came with the kit. I'm adding it across. It has like there's like a little blue stripe along the roof and stuff, along the rooftops, and that's where I'm putting it. Another thing I like to do, if you use this kind of glue or paint, is I don't have it lifted up and drawing. I actually touch it to the paper, and I think it stays to the paper better that way, you know, for a long time, and won't lift off in little strips. So hopefully you'll see what I'm talking about. One more. I think that's enough. It's hard to stop. I love this card. It's really pretty, and I think I'll keep this layout and do some other types of cards with it. Isn't that cute? Let it dry for a while. I almost keep putting my fingers in this, so it needs to just sit out for a while. And I hope you guys enjoyed these alternate ideas for Paper Pumpkin. Thanks so much for subscribing with me, and have a great day. Have lots of fun with this kit. Aloha.